Hello YouTube and welcome back. It looks like EA is actually listening to our feedback. This week we can get ourselves a free MSP from the new prototype event. On Friday, EA released 5 new MSPs and 5 base cards. In this video we'll talk about MSPs and the base cards, how to get them and how to get a free MSP. If you're watching this video, please make sure you like and subscribe because it helps the algorithm and more people see this video. Without losing any time, let's jump into the video, have a look at the cards, and I will explain you exactly what you need to do to get yourself a free 86 overall MSP for your NHL 24 team. The first MSP is Ratko Gudas from Anaheim Ducks. If you fully max him out up to the 86 overall, he will have Enforced Defenseman, Checking Post, his Superstar ability is Bouncer, and Zone ability will be Truculence. With his size, Truculence could be fun ability to use. The next one is Devontae from Avalanche. Again, if you fully max him out, you have Two-Way Defenseman and Playmaking Boost. With the Superstar ability, Stick Him Up, and Zone ability, Tape to Tape. Tape to Tape is really fun this year. I've tried a few players with the Tape to Tape as a Superstar ability, and actually it's very noticeable with the icon passing. His shooting stats might not be the best, but his skating is very decent. Same about the hands. The next one is Brady Tkachuk from Senators. If you max him out, he have Power Forward and Checking Boost. Superstar ability will be Silver Truculence and Zone ability will be Unstoppable Force. I do find an Unstoppable Force is not so OP this year as it was last year, so I suggest you guys don't spend the ability points if your player is actually quite big. Next one is Mitch Marner from Maple Leafs. If you max him out, he have Playmaking Forward and Dangle Boost. Superstar ability will be Elite Edges and Third Eye is a Zone ability. He's very fast, his shooting is decent, same about the hands. Look at the hands, if you activate the synergy, it's incredible. The only question is, are you okay to use the smaller players? Mitch Marner never really played good for me, but this year I found that with a lot of people struggling with hitting, actually the smaller players are usable. So it's up to you. If your Maple is fun, there is no any reasons why would you not grab yourself Mitch Marner. If you're struggling with smaller players, you probably would like to skip him. The next one, in my opinion, the best card this week is Nico Hiser from New Jersey Devils. If you activate both synergies and get him up to the 86 overall, you can get him 96 face-off rating. It's very important so early in the game that you focus on a face-off ratings because it's really crucial to win that face-off in your opponent's zone. His skating is 89, same as the acceleration. Agility is 91 if you activate the synergies. Really decent stats considering he's only 86 overall. Shooting is maybe not the best, but the hands looks much better. If you cannot decide who to make from week 1, then Nico Hiser probably would be my choice. I personally made his card and he's really fun to use. Then we have Harries from Team USA. Really solid left-handed defenseman. Maybe not the biggest, but again, not also the smallest female card we can have in the game. Really decent skating stats, same about the shooting and hands. Obviously, the checking and defense might not be the best. Superstar ability, Seeing Eye, and Zone ability, Elite Edges. Both are quite decent. Elite Edges I don't really find very useful this year because you cannot really L2 anymore. But in general, this is not a bad card to have. Then we have Columbus Blue Jackets legend, Rick Nash. This card is going for a ridiculous amount of coins. Rick Nash is always slow, so his speed is only 85, same about the acceleration. But his shooting and hands is very good. If you put him on your turn line or maybe in your power play, actually decent card to use to shoot the puck from the blue line. Then we have Jeremy Gnilla from Flames. Again, not the best card to use, but his speed is decent. So again, if you get him for free, then why not try him out? And he will also help you on that grind for a free MSP because this card is not going for a lot. If you activate his synergy Power Forward, you get that balance, reshoot accuracy, hand-eye, and puck control a little bit up, so it actually helps. The next one is 83 overall Jay Boomister. Left-handed defenseman, defensive defenseman. As far as he's not your favorite player, I probably would not suggest you go and buy him, but in general, if you're grinding for that free MSP, he will really help you out because this card is dead cheap. The next one is Chris Draper from Red Wings. Grinding forward, 85 speed, 85 acceleration. The shooting is really bad. Considering he's only 81 overall, you can really not expect anything more. Again, probably a card you will not buy, but he may help you to grind for that free MSP, so these are the cards you need to focus on. Then we have 80 overall Joe Thornton. Playmaking forward. Wish he would a little bit higher overall because then he would be useful. He's really a fun card to use every single year, even considering he's very slow. I usually use him in the center because he in the past had a decent face-off stats. And then we have George Laraque. I really apologize if I pronounce his surname wrong because I cannot really pronounce it. Enforced forward, decent speed, considering he's only 80 overall. You can use him on your 4 line to grind for that free MSP. His checking is 92, same about the strength, 93 if you activate the synergy. Slapshot and reshoot is also 85. Not a bad card to grind squad battles. To make yourself an MSP, you need one prototype collectible. To upgrade the MSP from 82 to 86, you need 10,000 coins, and you also need 4 power-up collectibles. So how can you actually make yourself a free MSP? You go to the hot moments. So once you're in the moment, you go and complete Mitch Marner moment, and it gives you one prototype collectible. So technically, just to get a collectible, all you need to do is get assists with Mitch Marner. So once you get 5 assists, you will get yourself a collectible, and you can just put your controller down and let the CPU play the rest of the game. Once you get yourself that collectible, you go into the sites and choose any MSP you want. I already made Nico Hiser, as already said, because in my opinion, he's the best MSP from this week. I don't even know if this is a 2-week event because it's not quite clear. Hopefully not, because I don't really think you need new MSPs and have 2 events at the same time. Once you go to objectives, have a quick look what exactly you need to do to get yourself free 4 power-up collectibles. Once you get yourself that prototype MSP, put him in the lineup and just start playing squad battle games or rivals or anything you want. Once you will get yourself 90 hits with that player, you will get a random prototype player. It can be anyone, starting from 86 to the 80 overall. Once you get that card, make sure you put that in the lineup, because the more players you have in your lineup, the quicker you will complete the objectives. Again, the more prototype players you have in your lineup, the quicker you will get this done. Once you're done with the 50 games, you get yourself one power-up collectible. Then you need 60 assists with any prototype players. Again, the more prototype players you have in your team, the quicker you will complete it. Once you're done with that, you will get yourself 84 overall exclusive prototype player. I don't know why they call it exclusive, because there's really no exclusive player. Then you need to take 125 shots with the prototype players. I would probably suggest the easiest way to do this is go and play squad battles. And of course, the more players you have in your team, the quicker you will complete this. Once you're done with this, you get yourself 80 overall exclusive prototype player item. Okay, once you're done with the shots, you should already have 4 prototype players. Hopefully you didn't have a single duplicate, so you can put 4 players in your team. The next one is complete 160 games to get another power-up collectible. It does sound a lot, but think about it. If you already have 4 players, you only need to play 40 games. In a week, you can play 50 rivals games, and possibly you will play some squad battles. Once you're done with 160 games, you have to complete 200 games. That will give you another power-up collectible. The next one is complete the Deeks in prototype player and score goals with prototype players. These two, probably the easiest is to go into the squad battles, play it on the rookie, and just do the spinorama and just maybe, I don't know, do the wraparounds or any glitch goals or 2-on-1, whatever. On a rookie, you will complete it very quickly, and that will give you all the objectives completed and the last power-up collectible. Another way to help you complete the objectives is go into the Hot Rush. A lot of people grind Hot Rush anyway, but if you complete just the objectives for Prototype Week Rush 1 and Fantasy Hockey Rush, you get yourself enough points to get to the tier 10. That will give you 80 overall Joe Thornton. That's another card you could add to your team. So it means with 5 players in your team, you need to play less games to complete those objectives and get those power-up collectibles quicker. A lot of people will say it's actually not free because you still have to spend 10,000 coins. That's true, because by completing moments, you would only get yourself 2,500. So you still need to spend your own 7,500 coins to get that card upgraded to the first. I would prefer by completing the objectives, we would get already an 86 overall choice pack where we can just choose any card we want without any upgrades. But the good thing about it, once you get yourself power-up collectibles, you can actually use the player and after get those power-up collectibles back and use them for the next event. Let's say you completed all the objectives and now you are using the card you want. After they release a new event, you think, oh my god, now I need to do this all over again. If you go and don't want to use this player anymore, or maybe actually he doesn't play like expected, you can still get yourself back the power-up collectibles, maybe not all, but at least some. You can refund 5,000 from the 10,000 you spent. Then if you upgrade it up to the 85, you only have to spend 1 power-up collectible each tier. So it means you're getting back 2 power-up collectibles. From the last tier where you have to spend 2 power-up collectibles, you're getting back only 1. So again, you did spend 4 power-up collectibles, but in the end of the day, if the card doesn't play like you want, you can get yourself 3 collectibles back and use it maybe for another player. As mentioned before, I still would prefer by completing objectives, EA would give us a choice pack of the MSP where we could just choose any card we want. I don't like the fact that we have to upgrade it, but in the same time, if the card doesn't turn out the card we really want to use, we can still get back those power-up collectibles and use maybe for another MSP, or just keep them and maybe wait for another event. That's it for this video. Let me know down in the comment sections below, are you making any of the new MSPs? What do you think about the second event? And in general, do you think EA is making progress with giving us a little bit better rewards by completing the objectives? I hope you enjoyed the video and have a good one. See you on the ice.